welcome to Notch to 11. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, a nice little subscribe would be most welcome. Thank you very much. It's very early, it's 5 to 6 on a weekday morning. So yes, I've got out of my pit really early this morning and got down to my permission because I want to give it a dig. And I want to give it a dig nice and early so I can get back and do some work. So I've got literally 3 hours and no more before I have to crack on. So it's an early morning. It's quite overcast, as you can see. It's quite chilly as well. I'm hoping it's going to warm up a little bit. I'm back on my permission, as I mentioned. We're back with the Manticore, probably just about to see down there. We're back on my standard settings, and you can find them in the description. And we found a little field not far from my car that is getting long with the grass, but not so long that we won't be able to swing in it. So let's get on with it. Let's see what we find. And again, thanks for joining me. Well, very first target, about 5-10 minutes in, is a little button in the high 20s. And that seems to be my luck at the moment. The wind's picked up and now it's starting to rain, despite my weather app saying 0 chance of rain. So yeah, sums up my luck at the moment. Let's hope we can get that to change. Let's move on. Well, that's about my 4th target of the day. There you go. 50-51, nice little blob on that target line. We've turned it over and we might have a coin. Put the old Manticore down safely. And you see that? Just there. Or as it fooled me. No, I think that is a coin. Farthing size, yet again. Oh, that's cool. We don't mind that. 50-51. Let's give it a squirt and we'll have a look. There we are. Yeah, was a coin. And I'm also pleased to say the rain has stopped and there's a little bit of blue sky coming my way, so we might get warm in a minute. I did bring coffee though, just in case. Yeah, you may or may not be able to see it. There's a ghost of someone facing right. Edward the 7th maybe. Somebody like that, don't know. Not a lot coming up on that side. Yeah, we'll have a proper look at it back at home. But yeah, we're off and running with a coin and we don't mind that at all. We'll see you in a bit. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but the pinpointer, my MI6, is an inch or two below the surface. So it's a good foot down, this next one, which was in the 20s, 27 I think, 28. It's only a little button, I think. Oh yeah, look, there's a little nubbin on the back there, look. But that's tiny, that's smaller than my thumbnail. Looks like it's got a bit of pattern on it as well, which is quite cool. I don't mind that at all. But more importantly, very, very deep. So yeah, if it's finding that, you know the Manticore's working. Excellent, let's move on. Well, targets are few and far between. Very long grass, the grass is getting very long, you can probably see. That's a challenge, but one I'm up to at the moment anyway. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, another really deep one. That is, again, another 10 plus inches down. So yeah, I mentioned, I think, if I haven't already, there's a number of detectorists that dig on this permission. And someone has been here very recently, there's lots of holes. So I'm reduced to the faint ones and the iffy ones at the moment. But this was worth the dig, I think. There's a bit of a lead disc there. We've got a bit of blue and white pottery as well. Show you that first. It's always nice, don't mind finding that. And then we've got that, which I've just seen. It was in the top 80s, early 90s, and then stabilised to about 94. So I did think we might have something worth digging. Didn't live dig it for obvious reasons, because it was iffy when I first started. But it's lead. Anything on that? No, about this side. Don't know. Little hole maybe? Yeah, a little lead weight or something like that maybe. That's going to be old though, because that was a long way down. Cool, I'll just give it a squirt. If there's any kind of detail or anything on it, I'll let you know. Failing that, we'll move on. But yeah, nice little lead weight. Cool. See you in a bit. Yeah, that's interesting that. There's definitely a bit of pattern or something to it. And then you've got that, which if I turn it over, comes out the other side. So there's a little hole in it. Dare I say it, that might even be a little pendant or something like that someone wore hundreds of years ago. I don't know, but yeah, very interesting. And I don't mind that at all. So yeah, cool. We'll pop that in the box and we shall move on. See you in a little while. Well, next one. Another iffy one for your delight. '50s, '60s, all over the ruddy place. But it's got a small dot on the target line, so it's got to be worth a dig. See what we got. Yeah, around there somewhere. Well, the sun's come through now, so we don't mind that at all. It's warming up, which is nice. What time is it? We're nearly at 8 o'clock, so I've been here nearly a couple of hours now, so not found a huge amount. I found a few buttons that you wouldn't have seen. That nice little lead thing, and a coin, so it's not terrible so far. I've had worse, oh gosh. Still in there. Trying that. I'll tidy it up, don't worry. Yeah, it's that big root. It's that big weed. It's stopping me getting the clod out. Yeah, I'll have to come back to you in a sec, I think. Get rid of this big weed. Yeah, back to you in a sec. Well, it was another deep one, and it was very, very iffy, as you heard. That's what I've been reduced to digging to today. But as I got down to it, it stabilised to a 60, 61. I don't know if you can see, but there is a little edge here. So, can we be lucky and found another coin? Oh, could we found silver? Ooh. I don't know, is that silver? Oh, that's got to be, isn't it? Oh, yes, you beauty. Gotta dig the iffy signals when there's not much to go at. Oh, yes, get in there. Yeah, that's a bit of silver, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm pleased I dug that now. Excellent. Wow. Let's give it a clean, see what we got. I think I can see a head on there, can you? Woohoo! I love it. Brilliant. Right, sorry, I'm waffling. I do a bit of that, don't I, when I find silver. Right, yeah, oh yeah, definitely, look. That could be, I reckon, a little William III, sixpence. Wow, right, let's clean it up and I'll see you in a sec. Woohoo! We're on the silver. Yeah, just as I thought. It's a William, you can see Guillermus on the side there. William III, sixpence. Not a love token, unless it was about to be one, but never quite got there. And actually, it's got a really good reverse as well. You can see most of the crests and things there, and you can see on the top by the crown 1696. So yeah, a beautiful William III, sixpence. Wonderful. Well, that's made it all worthwhile, hasn't it? Digging the iffy signals, looking for stuff that's not yet been found on a field that's been done. I mean, I've done this field a lot over the last 2 or 3 years, and obviously others have as well. So yeah, always nice to sniff out one that someone else has missed, including myself. Excellent. Right, we're on the silver. Let's see if we can find some more. See you in a bit. Right, so we moved fields. I'm not sure what I mentioned, but yeah, the little field I've just come from is lovely, but it's getting actually really quite long in places. But also, one of the other detectorists has been here very recently because there's lots of remnants of holes and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, not many targets coming up. What came up was pretty scratchy. Having said that, we got a William III sixpence, didn't we? So that can't be bad. So anyway, we've got about an hour left, so I thought I'd come over to a different field, which has got a little bit of crop coming through now, but it's not so long that the farmer would worry too much. So I'll spend my hour here, I think, and then we'll get out of here. But we've got a high 50s, 57, 59, So I thought we'd have a look at what this is, and this is recently cultivated land, so it's, you know, relative, despite the stones, it's relatively easy to do. Let's have a look. In there somewhere, a bit deeper. I see green there. I do see green. We have got, oh yeah, a very decorative piece of furniture fixing, I think. Let's have a closer look. There we are. I think that's what it is. Has that got a little hole on there? Yeah, possibly. It looks like one of them little kind of keyhole covers or drawer handle type thingies that you find a lot of, but the thing that's throwing me a little bit is the fact that it's actually quite decorative on the top. So yeah, don't think it's anything, but if you're shouting on the screen now, make sure you put it in the comments. But yeah, we'll clean that up when we get home. So yeah, that's a good start. Right, an hour to go. Right, next one's interesting. See, that's 34, 35. That's exactly how it looked under the ground. It was only about 2 or 3 inches under. I flicked it out, and full disclosure, I have seen it, albeit I haven't picked it up yet. But there is a little disc there. I'm expecting button on those figures, on those numbers, but it did look, yeah, it does look quite thin, if you see what I mean. Yeah, nothing there. Shank? No shank there, but there's definitely some detail on there, isn't there? Ooh, that's very interesting. Yeah, strange numbers, that one, for a coin. I didn't expect that, but I think it might be, you know. Excellent. Wow. Another good hunt for the Manticore. Let's give it a clean. Back to you in a sec. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. Definitely a coin, and I think I'm seeing 1660 something. And a few are on the edge there. And a little shield, maybe with 3 lines in it. Turn it over. And there's another shield with what looks like 3 lines or something in it. That is very, very nice. Wow. I don't think I found anything like that before. But that is very, very cool. Some sort of token maybe, or little hammered coins, copper hammered. Either way, that is a Bobby Dazzler. Wow. What a cracking hunt it's turned out to be. And the sun's out, the sun's on me back, and it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Amazing, other than the fact I've got to go back and do some work. See you in a bit. Here we are, 48, 49, 50, nice blob on the line, running out of time. Let's see what we got. There we are. It's not going to be very deep, I don't think. And as you can probably see, I'm trying to avoid the crops. So I'm just kind of swinging in the little bits that are cropless. Not that the farmer minds at all, as long as you're kind of respectful, and obviously when it gets too long, you've got to stay off it. But at the moment, they're only a few inches, if that, in most places. Right, still 49, and it's in this clod. So let's find it together. Curse of the live dig. Hey. Cow tag. There we are then. 3 hours in a blink of an eye. The lovely Manticore did really, really well again. Can't fault it. That's silver twice in 2 weeks. And depending on how these videos come out, they might be apart, but it's found it twice in 2 weeks. Yeah, and 3 hours has gone so quickly. The sun's come out now, but the wind has picked up. So hopefully it's been okay in terms of the audio. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have. we've had a bit of silver and a really nice copper coin, probably hammered or something like that, or a little token from the 1600s, or both from the 1600s. So yeah, you can't fault that, can you? Lots of iffy signals. And I guess, you know, the message, you know, digging iffy signals, you're going to dig a lot of rubbish. So you wouldn't have seen a lot of the live digs that I did that turned out to be iron nails and rubbish that I just thought I'd give a go at, because that was all I had to go on. It was a heavily detected field. It's only a small plot anyway, heavily detected by myself and others, including someone who's been there very, very recently. So yeah, so that was all I had to go on, plus a little bit of kind of non-crop areas on this particular field that I'm standing on now. So that said, we did all right, didn't we? Good old Manticore and Marcus. We'll see you soon. Take care. Right then, you lovely lot. Before I go on to the roundup, and it's an interesting one, just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that got involved in the 2K giveaway. Thanks for all your lovely comments, kind words, and everything else, and obviously for taking part. And congratulations to the lucky winners. At the time of this filming, I don't know who those are yet, because I haven't done the draw, but by the time it comes out, you will have seen the winners. So congratulations each and every one of you, and a special shout out again to my lovely friends and people that have donated to the prizes. So that's LP, obviously. That's the lovely Lee from Artiseal. John, one of my subscribers, who very, very kindly donated the XP backpack. Wow, thank you so much, my friend. And of course, the amazing Keith from Panther City Outdoors for donating those amazing American coins, which form part of the Just Giving giveaway for my ultra marathon, which comes up very soon, 10th of June, and I'm terrified. Anyway, as for the finds, yeah, we did okay. A few bits of lead, few buttons, including this nice one here, which obviously has got the little pattern on it, which was really deep, as I recall. Few bits of cack, which just went straight in the scraps. I just haven't got much time at the moment to deal with all that kind of stuff. We had a nice bit of pottery, a little decorative something or other. This thing has me stumped. I thought it was just going to be one of them little keyhole covers, which it might still be, but it's very, very fancy. There's obviously some sort of patterning on there. We've got the loop at the bottom. We've obviously got two loops here, and obviously it connected to something else. Don't know. Is it just a fancy one of those that slid over the keyhole, or a handle, or whatever? Or is it something nicer than that? Your comments, as always, greatly appreciated. We found an Edward VII halfpenny. Couldn't get a date off it, unfortunately. We found this very cool thing. Yes, it has got a hole through, as I'd suspected, and it's definitely got some sort of patterning on front and back. So was it worn around the neck maybe as some sort of pendant many, many moons ago? Again, thoughts appreciated. And the 2-star finds, well, we never mind finding silver, especially with those iffy signals, as I've mentioned. 1696, not a bad reverse, and not a bad obverse. William III. Lovely, lovely William III. Yeah, pretty good nick, all things considered. We'll never know whether that was destined to be a love token or not, but we'll take it, and I'm very, very happy with it. But actually, the find of the day isn't the precious metal. It's the copper token. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And I'll put it on the screen, but that actually says 1669, Great Yarmouth, and then we've got a coat of arms with kind of 3 lions in it. And then when we turn it over, we've got another coat of arms with lions in it, and you may or may not be able to read some of it. It says, for the use of the poor. So it's obviously a pauper's token. It's a farthing, so that was the kind of denomination of it in terms of how much you had to spend with it. But it's a pauper's token from 1669, and it hails all the way from the Norfolk coast, Great Yarmouth, which is about 60 or so miles away from where this little gorgeous token turned up in the field. So yeah, that's beautiful. It hasn't been artisealed yet either, so that's going to really pop when I coat it in the coming days. So yeah, that's definitely the find of the day. Never mind finding those beauties, plus a bit of silver, plus some interesting bits and bobs. And the next video you'll see will be me on the fields with the lovely Gareth from the Dukes of Derbyshire. So stay tuned, and as always, thanks for your support, and we'll see you soon.